TarotOnDex, and I do this from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. So if you think I'm here to play around with you, you should leave now. If you decide to stay, that means you'll allow me in your energy, as is my intent, to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. So let's get started, because you know we dominate these time constraints. And I hope you had a very powerful, positive, and productive experience since the last time we spoke. And let's see what the most important message is for you at this time. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance, and I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. So if I'm saying something that helps you, double tap that screen, share the live, go ahead and leave me a like and subscribe. Here's the most important message. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. This is the Fool card in this deck, but it does give the energy of ascension. The card says creation of a soul, living being. It makes me think of the part in the Bible. It makes me think of the beginning, right? When it said God breathed life into Adam. And so there's something about breath, the breath of life, catching your breath, but there's definitely something about like the breath of life, or the energy is not created or destroyed, it's only transferred. So it's the transference of energy into something new, a new dimension, a new walk of life, a new way of thinking, a new way of expressing yourself. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. The Hermit card. The Hermit card is sacred, means to be set apart. The Hermit card is, I need to see what the fuck God got to tell me. The Hermit card is fuck what everybody else said. It was like, I remember I was doing time, and I remember praying. And because, you know, like, as you're growing in life, I had to be about maybe 20 or something like that, 25, something like that. And as you're growing, you get all of these, like, you're bombarded almost. I'm always been a spiritual person. And so because of me constantly seeking spirituality, you're bombarded with all of these different, you know, modalities of worshiping the Most High, right? Christianity, Islam, the different caveats of those Abrahamic religions are really perpetuated most in Western societies. But then as you begin to delve deeper, you get into Eastern traditions, what they call New Age, but it's actually ancient spiritual technology. All of this stuff is like a charcuterie board or a smorgasbord or like a banquet almost, of like all of these different options. You're like, shit, I don't even fucking know what the fuck, right? And so this is like when you kind of like fall on your knees proverbially, when you like, you know, humble yourself, but in a spiritual way, and you say, God, show me who you are. Like, fuck what all these people saying, bro. Like, if you real, like, you know, you reach out to the energy of the universe and you say, like, if you real, show me you. Like, that's what this is. This is what this is. You know what I mean? It's one of those self-realization moments, or like divine realization moments. But it's the experience when you realize a self-realization and a divine realization is really the same thing, right? Interchangeable, whatever it is like that. That's how this feels. Nine of Swords. So I feel like somebody is being bombarded. It's not funny. I'm goofy. It's not funny. Nine of Swords is like I said, it's like a smorgasbord. 9, angel number. Being bombarded. I could tell you I like sugar in my grits. You might not like sugar in your grits. Maybe you want butter and salt in yours. However they go for you. But you're not going to know until you try. I've been seeing 4 or 5 a lot. 9 times 5 is 45. 9, angel numbers out here. But 4 or 5 is when you add up all the numbers, 0 through 9, you'll get 45. So here we are, right? The 4 is at the bottom of the deck. The 4 of Swords energy is out here. And the 9 of Swords, and that's going to break down to 4 of Swords. And it really breaks down to either way it goes. The card says, then Peter remembered the word that that Jesus had spoken before. Before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times. And he went outside and wept bitterly. It really feels like you're in some type of way seeking your spiritual self, your divine self, you know, seeking to express the divine through yourself, through your physical being or your physical life. And then there's like a coming to Jesus meaning. Can we call it that? Like a come to Jesus moment where you like, oh, this is what I thought spirituality was. This is what I thought God was. This is what I thought. This is what I thought about you thought. This is what I thought about how you worship God. And then there is this like your own personal, intimate communion with the divine, and then understanding the truth rather than what you thought or what other people told you, but now you really know. That's what this is. The Four of Swords energy is out here. And it comes through meditation. Like I said, the breath of God. God comes in a still, small, quiet voice. So there's like, somebody is having a moment where they falling on their knees, and I don't mean you literally falling on your knees, even though you might, and that could be a hard, like humble yourself. It could be a hard fold for you, like I don't really fuck with that spirituality shit. But it's like if you're ever gonna find God, the message is if you're ever gonna find God, you have to seek Him yourself. You have to say, angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, Most High, if you real, let me see you, let me know you. Teach me your ways, and God will come to you. That's how that happened. Six of Swords energy is out here, right? Like, you can listen to what I'm saying. You can go and watch other people who are spiritual leaders or whatever, gurus, whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Baby, all of that shit is bullshit. I seen 50 fucking thousand pastors. I grew up in the deep south, below the church belt. Might be on the church belt around this motherfucker, right? So I've seen so many different people express. Got my uncle was a Methodist minister. That man told me I could sell God to anybody. That's when I left the church. My uncle, who's a Methodist minister, told me I could sell God to anybody. When he said that to me, I said, okay, this might not be the place where I'm supposed to be. But, I'm knowing God is a real thing. I'm knowing God is a real entity. So I'm like, God, show me who you are. And it's not until you have that come to Jesus moment that you will really be able to see the Most High. Ace of Cups energies out here. And then press down, shake it together, and run it over. Does the Most High show up in your life? This is when Jesus met the lady at the well. This is when Jesus said, I give you gonna know when you know God. Because God gonna give you that water that you never thirst again. When you seeing all of the rest of the world going through their tumult, what they say, shit versus Shiloh, hell versus high water, tumult and tumultuous experiences, you say, okay, God. And you see people pressing into God, and you see people pressing into God, and you say, how the fuck they do that? Why they not worried? Why they not scared? Why they not? It's because they've seen God for themselves, Ace of Cups, and they know they got that water that ain't gonna let them be thirsty again. And this is what I'm tapped into. And so some of y'all, you going here, you going there, you going everywhere, but you need to go straight to the motherfucking source. Because the Bible says, I think it's in James, in the book of James in the New Testament, the Bible says God gives wisdom liberally. All you gotta do is ask. As a matter of fact, it says in the Bible, don't go to preachers and shit like that. Real shit. Go shit is in there. And motherfuckers say God will give you wisdom yourself. The Six of Wands energy is out here. And so the walls of Jericho are crumbling. And for many of you, it is the relationship that you have with your own understanding or perception, right? Perception is everything. Your own perception of God. And this week, especially over the next 24 hours, you're going to really start breaking through certain strongholds in regards to your relationship with God. You can look at other people and see their relationship with God and how they worship and venerate the Most High, but you're about to develop your own. This is what I'm tapped into. Is that God breathed life into Adam. Energy is it created or destroyed, has been transferred, and then God transferred energy into you. And this week, especially over the next 24 hours, you're like, what is this energy for? That's what this feels like. The Moon card. I walk with a limp because my nuts heavy. Why? Because Jacob wrestled with God. They say in church, I feel like the people who go to church, you didn't read the Bible because when you go to church, they tell you don't question God. Jacob wrestled with that motherfucker. Jacob saying, shit, swear up, nigga, I'm tired of this shit. Man, I can't wait to get to heaven. I'm doom. When I get to heaven, this Debo music start playing doom. I've been looking for your ass, motherfucker. But Jacob wrestled with God. And he won. God let him win. We don't know. Jacob wrestled with God. God let him win. They say Jacob walked with a limp after that. They say I walk with a limp because my nuts heavy. That's what this feels like. So you're having this come to Jesus. That's what the fuck this is. Like Peter when the rooster crowed. You say, damn, I get it now. I reckon, I thought that was God. Or I thought that was serving God. That's what the rooster crowing and Peter thought chopping off niggas' ears was worshiping God. Peter thought bucking up behind Jesus was worshiping God. But it was when you could stand with the divine, even when your life is at best. That's really when you worshiping God. And he understood that when the rooster crowed. God damn it, rooster crowed 3 times. And that's what this is. You having to come to Jesus this week, especially this next 5 days, but over the next 24 hours, and you're going to see Jesus turn water into wine. You're going to understand the analogy of turning water into wine. I've seen that water that don't run out, right? Turning that shit into wine. I've seen people find religion or find spirituality or understand morality through a shoe. somebody having a conversation or an argument or a debate really about Jordans or something like that. And then they brought God into the subject, and then people's like, I've seen I've seen people have enlightening moments in regards to clothes. When God get ready for you, when God get ready for you to come into your awakening of the Most High and the divine energy and force that's within you, the only thing you have to do is be ready. And that's what this looks like. And this week, you having to come to Jesus meeting, baby. Look at this, 7 of Wands energies out here. You know what? You ain't no punk bitch. Shit, once you wrestle with God, David and Goliath. Once you wrestle God, it's no enemy entity on this earth that's going to make you cower down or back down. Once you understand God going through you and who God is in your life and what God can do through you, turning the water in your life into wine, meeting you at the well and giving you everlasting water that you never thirst again. Oh, fuck Goliath. Goliath who? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Goliath get his ass knocked out too. This card says, David said to the Philistine, you come against me with a sword and a spear and a javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of armies of Israel, whom you have defiled. So David already knew what it was. He wasn't worried about no motherfucking Goliath because he already seen what God could do. And this week, you're about to see the walls of Jericho fall. It's an interesting experience. Have fun. 6969 angel number. You got a 6666 angel number. The 6 of Wands is out here. The 6 of Swords is out here. You also got the 9 of Swords and the Hermit. So 6699 angel number. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. 6-7. Y'all look at this person pretending to be me. Now let's use this as a teaching moment. My son says 6-7 all the time. Let's use this as a let's use this as a teaching moment. Now, in their mind, they feel like coming into my chat, pretending to be me, is going to affect me emotionally or mentally in some way, right? But in reality, right, because this is what we talk about perception and dimensions and how people literally be in a different dimension. You look stupid. You can't, first of all, you can't even show your real face. You have to hide behind my profile picture, which I like that profile picture. Y'all like that profile picture? I like that profile picture. I feel like I did good. I was learning how to work with what the little application is, where you edit the pictures. I was playing around with that little application, and I did that. I like that profile picture. Either way it go. So this person is using my profile picture, and the only way that you can have any type of success or even garner any attention, and when we talk about attention being currency, no, the old one. Auntie O. The one before CapCut. Where you just do the pictures. A photo editor. What is it called? It's a photo thing. And, girl, I got it on my little laptop right here if you want me to pull it up. What is that thing called? It's hard to work with. It's not easy. And I was playing around in that app. And I made that profile picture. What is it called? Let me look on my computer. God damn it. Y'all ain't put it in the chat. I don't know the name of it. It just got a little icon that I click on. Either way it go, I was using this little app and I made that profile picture. Nonetheless, baby, you can't even get no attention unless you pretend to be me. You can't even get no fucking attention. People don't even want to talk to you unless you're talking about me. So how is it wise for you to come over here with my profile picture? How does that make sense? I'm trying to figure it out. Moving forward. Girl, what's the name of this app? I still want to know. You can tell I'm not techno savvy. It is called Photoshop. Shut up, Nadia. It's called Photoshop. And it's hard. It's like one of those apps where you gotta be technologically a savant. But I'm getting there. You just wait. Just wait till I learn Photoshop. Just wait. Let's get some more messages for the collective. Y'all double tap that skinny shit a lot. Y'all seen that lady pretending to be me? Does that mean I'm famous? Or I'm just asking, I'm not sure yet. I don't know like what happens or when it happens or whatever it is like that. Like, I mean, you know, people know me. A few people. 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 Okay, calm down. Calm down. Ever grateful for the opportunity. Why they wanna it's like the energy, right? Okay, right. Oh, there you go. Evil eye. I was just gonna say, I was just gonna get into it. You know, I'm finna get into it. It's like they wanna make you mad. Like your joy is rebellious. Like you being at peace, especially after they have spent so much money, right? Especially after they've invested so much. 717 angel number, right? Like these people have invested a lot of money. They spent money on practitioners, so-called world-renowned and well-respected practitioners from other parts of the world to be able to negatively affect your energy. They have spent money, spent time, went to the magic shop, bought herbs. People that I think that's crazy as hell. Like, bitch, you at your house thinking about me like, okay, I'm gonna get some black candles. I think that's I kind of like that kind of shit. Like, okay, and I'm gonna give me some what other kind of herbs? I need to give me some iron nails. What you think they be using? Like, get something. We need to collect the neighbor's cat shit. Like, what are they using? Like, what are they putting? And how do they go about sourcing the ingredients? Are you writing shit down so you can go to the grocery store and pick up some shit to put me in a jar, bitch? Because that's weird. In my opinion, don't. Let me mind my business. So anyway, you go. They've invested so much. They have. It's a squirrel. Yeah, you so happy. It's a squirrel. Oh, shut up. Bro, they have invested so much, and you are and they just like, but I think the psychosis, right? Like the psychosis is that they don't see. It's literally the squirrel right there. Literally, let me see if I can show y'all the squirrel. Literally. Oh man, I got baby gang stalking me, so I had to put the stickers over the back of my camera and shit like that. But it's the squirrel right there. Anyway, you happy, you joyful, you know that you're cloaked and covered by the energy of the Most High, and there's some evil eye out here, Queen of Wands energies out here. I think that they cannot accept defeat. Like, imagine going to the magic shop and saying, oh, I'm getting this and I'm getting that because I got something I need to take care of because I'm taking care of this and I'm taking care of that. And now you got a collective of people. Y'all got a group chat and all y'all talking about, oh, you need to get some shit. You need to get some this herb. You need to put it at the crossroads. Get you a coconut. They didn't all put their heads together. You feel what I'm saying? Now here you are. They say, okay, did you get the coconut? Okay, did you get the coffin? They done went to the graveyard on your stupid ass, and bitch, here you are like angel frequencies and shit, bitch, when you come around. I ain't lying, Queen of Wands energies out here. One a war, one a battle, one a fight you was never even participated in, bitch. How the fuck you gonna come in my chat with my profile pictures? What are you saying? Yay, what is the win? I don't get it. It's this type of energy. Karma energies out here was ending. And the karma energy is like they can't end it. That's the karma. The death card energy is over with for everybody else. You remember that man who used to be on I'm so sorry. You remember that man who used to be on and living single? And he had that dog on a leash, but the dog was deceased. And he'll drag that dog around and he like the head go. This is what they like psychosis. This is what the punishment for what they have to go through is, right? It's over with. It's over with. Like, it's a done data. For real, bro. But they still living it. They still going through it. For them, it's a time loop. You know how they say everything is happening now? It's for them. They still got hope. They still got a chance. And everybody else like, okay, bitch. Even the people in the group chat like, well, you tried the coconut. And, well, you know, they all turning into Nicodemus on their ass. Okay, but baby, maybe you ain't supposed to be cursing this person. You don't think the universe is trying to tell you something? God is trying to tell you something. Baby, God is trying to tell you something right now. They hate that. I'm talking about your joy. Look at this energy. The biggest thing you need to know is that the devil is not going to come to you with red no horns, and a tail. The devil never comes like that. In my experience, I just made 40 years old. The devil does not come like this. The devil come with that hard rock six pack. The devil like to sing. He gonna sing to you, or he gonna make you laugh. I'm telling you now, that motherfucker smell good. Yeah, that motherfucker got shiny shit, all kind of different electronics and comfortable couches and food and shit. I'm telling you. And that's what you need to be on the lookout for, because this person done tried, baby. They done exhausted all of their resources in regards to trying to affect your energy from the outside looking in. They done threw every stone in from the inside of a glass house and shattered that shit. Somebody was throwing stones like a motherfucker from inside a glass house and have shattered their shit. And now the only way that they can redeem their energy with them being stuck in a time loop is if they can get access to you. If they can get a bridge. If they can get some type of bridge. This is what I'm tapped into. Queen of Cups energy is out here with the Queen of Wands. And so, first of all, trust your spidey senses, because them hoes don't be tinkling for no reason. And also know that your adversarial entity is not coming to you with red skin and horns and a pointy tail. It's going to look like everything that you ever thought you wanted. Might even be some of the things that you thought you was praying for. So be aware. That's what this feels like to me. Rising Star Bitch. I like this energy. We're your dream girls, boy. We'll make you happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your joy. I like, okay. So when you talk about God or the devil, then when I'm talking about God, we're talking about the Most High Creator God, right? And then when they talk, these entities, these witches and these warlocks, when they talk about their God, they talking about a different God. So when I say rebellion, your joy being an act of rebellion, I mean toward their God. Oh, excuse me. And oh, I'm telling you, bitch. They at the cauldron. I told you, these hoes got grocery lists. Bitch, you think I'm lying when I'm telling you, and they got, you got to get on a certain day. You can say, I need to get this on this day, under this moon. Bitch, they be clocking it on this day, under this moon, and this color candle with this herb by this god and this deity on a Thursday because it's Thor at the hour of 6 a.m. because it's in the hour of Scorpio, bitch. You heard me? And attention is currency. I'm an attention is currency alchemist. So, bitch, you thinking about me? So you was over there thinking about me today, and you was writing my name down and shit. Oh, okay. Oh, you was over there. So you going to the store. You gonna go to the store and get a candle and shit. Okay. I'm glad to know I'm on your mind, bitch. What the fuck? You can't trick the universe. You cannot trick God. You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me. Where your attention goes, things grow. It's not the other way around. And it'll grow so big until you realize and recognize, damn, the reason why this growing so big in my life is that I'm giving it so much attention. So when you learn how to transmute that attention into currency, energy is not created nor destroyed. It's only transferred. Then you being empowered by it. I'm talking about we ain't never been scared of no Goliaths over here. We ain't never been scared of no fucking Philistines. We already know God could turn water into wine. Yeah. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Always hope I'm saying something that helps us get some more messages. It's going to be an exciting week. It's going to be an exciting week. I'm excited for you. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps y'all. Told us at that screen, girl. They wanna argue. They want you mad. They try to lower your frequency. That's why we tell y'all laughter is the easiest way to laugh in them hoes' face. Ha 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 ha. You look like no. I look like yes, and you look like nah. What the heck? Ha 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 ha. What you look like, ho? I look like yes, and you look like no. They mad. They want you to be mad too. Your joy is an act of rebellion. Ha 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 ha. What the heck? You gotta laugh at them hoes. Weird ass bitches. Nothing to do assholes. Need to go spend some time with their children. Need to go spend some time with their children, man. Children miss them. Children be right in the house with them. Children be right in the house with them. They feel like they don't know their mama. Feel like they don't know their daddy. Shit, go sit in some fucking, go touch some fucking grass. Yeah. Practice your penmanship, motherfucker, right? Let's get some more messages. 727 angel number. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for the divine collective? What do they need to know most to walk the highest path for the greatest good? Angels, spirit guides. It just really feels like you've been... Obedience is better than sacrifice. That's what this is. It just really feels like you've been listening. You've been obedient. You've been, slowly but surely aligning with your divine assignment. You're understanding that your angels and your archangels, even though sometimes they require more of you and it can seem stressful or difficult, the outcome is way easier than what you were planning for yourself. And your obedience is a shield of protection around you at this time. Y'all been on y'all spiritual routines like a motherfucker. This is about obedience. I'm telling you, this is about obedience, bitch. This is about obedience, bitch. It's not that shit. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Read the Bible. I'm not making none of this shit up. Go read it. It's there. It's been there for hundreds of years. If you haven't know that already. Either way it goes, if they nothing they could do. You doing what God is telling you to do. That's what Jesus meant when he said, "Didn't you know I'd be about my Father's business?" He meant I'm being obedient to what God is telling me to do. You cannot fuck with me. It's nothing that you're gonna do that's gonna be able to touch me until I decide I'm ready to get touched. And when Jesus got ready to get touched, it was so that he can go see the devil. He said, "I need to go talk to y'all boss. I'm tired of dealing with y'all lightweights. Dark magic energies out here. A group of us. It was a group of 5. It's at least 3 people working together." It's more than 3 people, but they said 5. It's at least 3 people working together to send some type of negative energy over you. And they can't fuck with you because you obedient. You used to be, they miss when you was in that Yoda kicking doors. Used to woulda, shoulda, coulda, bitch. Ain't no more. But for real, you used to be empathetic. I'm trying to find the best terms to describe it. Like, I'm seeing what it is, but it's just like hopeful, optimistic belief. You had a lot of belief. A lot of your belief wasn't backed by any knowledge, right? So you believed in the goodness of people, or you believed that you couldn't believe that people were intentionally being fucked up. Like, it was a time in your experience where this magic was way more effective, where you didn't believe that nobody was fucked up like that. Like, you didn't believe that people would befriend somebody just to show them that they shouldn't be so trusting. You didn't believe somebody would befriend somebody just to try to humble them or just to try to make them look small. You didn't have that shit in your heart, so you never considered that other people could have that in their heart. Just open. Just not even realizing the power of the portal that is being connected to you, and really, really open. Giving access to this portal to any and everything coming. And that's the only reason why the dark magic ever affected you, ever, was that you had this lack of protection. You didn't guard your heart. In the Bible, it says guard your heart, because out of it springs the issues of life. It doesn't say be heartless. It says guard your heart. And there was a time when you was just open-hearted. You was so open-hearted that it was giving access to the wrong type of entities and energies. But once you begin to be more obedient to the instruction that has been written in stone in some countries, in some places out here, once you started to follow the instruction that has been written, for some people in stone, other people in books, some of you it's written on your heart. It's the instruction that comes from a divine space, and you get downloads or whatever it is like that. When you started to listen to those instructions, victory, abundance, and success. That's what this feels like. Give me 2 more cards, please. Theft energy is out here, right? So now, if I was stealing something from you, it's like supplemental assistance, right? Because now I'm used to that. I was stealing something from you that was never what I deserved, and it was supplementing my life. And now I feel like I can't live my life the way I feel comfortable without that, because I got used to it. Somebody got used to comfortable to being able to siphon and steal your energy, steal your persona, steal your information is out here. Rejection energy is out here. And now these dark practitioners are having to, sit in the storm that they brewed. They showed me that part on the craft when she was manipulating the weather, and she was calling the storms and calling the sun, and it was like happening real quickly or whatever it is like that. But now these so-called practitioners, because they had negative intentions, you can call them what you want to call them, they're having to sit in the rainy weather. That's what this feels like. Ever grateful for meanwhile the sun shining over there by you. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. This undecided card. comes out so much for this collective that I damn near want to do a reading just on what this undecided is, or what you undecided. You have to be hot or cold. I think a lot of times you think that you can get it wrong. You don't recognize and realize that you have authority and you're co-creating this life with the divine. So you have to envision, you decide what is life that you would like to live. What do you feel like is encoded in your genetic memory? What do you feel like is encoded in your genetic makeup? What does it say about you? How does it define you? And then express that in this material realm. That's what this is. You can't get it wrong. You might materialize some things that other people can't appreciate, right? But this ain't their life. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Time is such a precious resource, something that you don't easily get back. So every moment that we exchange with one another, I want you to know that I appreciate you, and I hope I'm saying something that helps. Let's use this deck, and then we'll get some collective messages. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. Let's Okay, Capricorn. Oh wait, Aries, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Fiery energy, passionate, disciplined, determined. Does not take no for an answer. I'll burn all this shit down. Right, terroristic threats could be like a negative kind of connotation of fiery energy, but very, very determined, very willful in either direction. Secret admirer. Okay, you got somebody hot. You got somebody hot now. I don't know what end of the spectrum we on yet. That's what this feels like. I know that they hot and bothered, but is it romantic? Because I don't, just because they're heart, fuck that. You might be, that should be misconstrued sometimes. It's still passion, right? It could be anger. Is it romantic? Are they angry? Do they love you? 734 angel number. Do you eat the box off the top? Is you freaky? That's what I'm trying to see. You feel what I'm saying? Secret admirer. Because I'm a little bit apprehensive. Broken promises. It feels like somebody on their, energetically, it feels like somebody on their get back. Catfish. It also feels like it has something to do with like how you looks, what it looks like. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, much so about like being out in front and being seen and being known. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? Delusionment. Or like drowning or suffocating that facade, right? It's this type of energy. New arrival. I'm telling you, man, I'm a little bit I don't know, I feel like somebody trying to get their get back. That's what this feels like to me. Secret admirer with broken promises, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And it feels like they want to get close enough to you to change the way you look, to change the way people see you, or to change the way you see the world around you, to change the way it looks. Could be it. Let it go. I don't like it. Like I said, I feel like somebody is hot and bothered, but I don't feel like they romantically. You get what I'm saying? I feel like they hot, like, yeah, on some bullshit shit. Let go, release, and don't look back. Because what it feels like to me energetically is they want to leave you with burdens. This could be somebody who's literally like intimidated by how you look and they want to scar your face. This could be somebody who like they're like a masculine energy. It doesn't matter. An opposite gender who wants to leave you with certain burdens in your life. If you're a woman, they might want to leave you with a child. Or if you're a man, they might want to leave you with something that you can't get rid of. That's what this feels like, to change the facades, to change the way people look. Back in the day, they used to have Jet Magazine, Beauty of the Week. They had Jet Magazine, Most Eligible Bachelor. And you could be seen as this like opportunity, this, person to know, this up and coming thing, right? And they want to affect that. This is what I'm tapped into. Can we talk? Confessions, all this type of shit here just to gain access to you. So you got to guard your heart. I'm not saying be heartless. You got to guard your heart though. What's at the bottom of the deck? Spring, new beginnings. There's a new beginning. I like that. It's so palpable and so tangible. This energy that's coming toward you, like these new beginnings, this growth, like this fertility. The bunny kind of has that fertility energy too. Spring, Easter, Ishtar, all of this something goddess energy, a lot of growth, right? It's situationally single was upturned within the deck, right? And so it feels like you just need to be careful. You see, it seems like people are looking at you like a lick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, this motherfucker like a sucker. Like you see a piece of candy, I want to suck on it. But not like that. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. You see a candy, you see a sucker, you see a lollipop, yeah, you want to get it. But not like that. And I feel like that's how they're going to try to approach you. Like, Like shit is sweet, or like it's romantic, or like it's like obliged, or like cordial, but really they got a lot of conflict and a lot of controversy in their heart. It's a con artist. The number 5 is significant too, even though I know for numbers on these cards, 5 is the con, like 5 is the change. Lonely, broken heart. We're gonna do love tomorrow. We're gonna talk about love tomorrow. Somebody said we're gonna talk about love. Absolutely not. Not today. We'll talk about love tomorrow. We'll get into singles. We maybe no. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you we're gonna do it on a nightcap either. I might pull one for love on a nightcap. But tomorrow for sure. We're gonna do a full spread on love if you're single and if you're in a relationship. I appreciate you, by the way. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope that I'm saying something that helps my intentions or to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. And I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. So if I'm saying something that helps, go ahead and double tap that screen and leave me a like if you haven't already. Share this with somebody who might like this type of shit and subscribe. Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. You ain't running game. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, so we can see us walk. Say my name, say my name. Ooh, girl. Somebody is like, they want you to do a story time about them or something like that. They're like, say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running game. They want you to like bring them up in conversation. Even if you don't mention their name, they like mention what happened. Talk about what happened. Right? Like they want to feel relevant in regards to you. Like this is somebody who has a long time been building a case. It feels like it's somebody who a long time has been building a case. And they need you to bring up stories that they can say, see, I told you that this person is antagonizing me. I told you that this person is sending negative energy toward me. Meanwhile, I feel like meanwhile you just aloof. I feel like it's just not what your focus is. You got shit to worry about. Like people be having business. It's really people who be having business and people who don't be having business. Whether you want to call them NPCs or not. If in life you have goals and you are goal oriented, you do not have time to worry about what the next bitch is doing. You don't, bitch. I know you don't. Because how you don't. You ain't got enough time for that. So if a person got time to worry about what the next bitch doing, is giving NPC. Whether they're NPC or not, is giving NPC. And I feel like you be trying to get shit done. Like it's, you know what I mean? Working through your mental ineptitudes. Like if you got ADD or ADHD, any type of neurodiversity energy, if you breaking generational curses, if you dealing with the environment that you're in and trying to change environments in any way, baby, you don't have time for that shit. So this is their type, but they want you to bring up some dumb shit. Baby, who moved on. Gone on into another thing, trying to figure out how to get this money by tomorrow. Trying to figure out how to get this money by tomorrow. Man, you ain't got time for that. This person say, oh, just do a story time about that time when I fucked over you. Do a story time about, yeah, because I'm going to spin the narrative. I'm going to turn that around and make it seem like you. What the fuck? You the only one still talking about it. Okay, who's this message for? It's going to be for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. That was heavy collective energy, but somebody wants you to say their name, my baby. They really do. Ace of Cups. This is for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. 8 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. It's just really a good time in your experience for you to ask God to show God to you. Like, it's really a good time, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, for you to say, if you're real, let me see you. Just double dare. Double dog dare you, God. Triple double dog dare you, God, that if you're real, let me see something that proves to me that you are real. Give me a taste. Let a miracle happen. Is this type of energy. 2 of Swords energy is the Ace of Cups. Because with that like portal opening in your life, there's so much power that's going to be revealed to you. God is not only always around you and with you and loves and cares about you, but it's like, there's this illusion of free will, or there is this entity of free will that really does exist. And until you invite them, Jesus is knocking on the door of your heart. Even Christians know that, waiting on you to let them in. But it's like Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, there is this opportunity for you to give God an opportunity to show up in your life. That's what this feels like. The devil card energy is that heavy Capricorn energy, but also like heavy temptations, or like it's like feeling like there's no way out, or really, really being hypnotized, right? Under the spell of like a dom, right? So like a dominatrix or something like that, right? Under the spell of something or someone that's like not allowing you to see Gemini, Capricorn energy, this like love coming in your life heavy. Like the devil and the lovers card coming out with the Ace of Cups is love. Like that's intense attraction. It's like it's love that comes from a divine space, but also like borderline obsession. Like not only do I love you, but I want you. Ace of Cups, press down, shake together, and running over. But the Two of Swords is almost like oxymoronical to that entire trifecta. It's saying I don't see it, I can't feel it, I don't know it's there. And so God is like, okay, do you want to know I'm here, or do you want to continue denying me? Give me the opportunity. Is this type of energy? The Chariot card energy is out here, and then exceedingly and abundantly above what you ask or think, and even in like record time. There's been this energy that's coming through a lot for the collective that has to do with Godspeed. A lot of you think that it's too late. A lot of you say that you're too this or you're too that, whatever your two is, and God got Godspeed. God could turn that two into four, turn that four into 10. You heard of the loaves and the fishes. It's never too much, never too much, never too much. King of Wands energy. You seen that bitch flip around, spin around, and do break dancing around on this board. So it's this type of energy. But it's like, yes, God is all powerful and all knowing, and was knowing enough in His power to say, well, you don't have to let me make. I'm not making you give me access. I'm not making you do this. And so choose. That's what this is, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The Eight of Cups energy is out here. Could be going through like angel number 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Right, a very, very difficult time in your experience where you feel like alone. Right, even if there's a whole bunch of people around you, you still feel like this is something that you have to go through by yourself. And God is saying the love that you're looking for, that you think your mama gonna give you or your daddy gonna give you, all love it is gonna give you. It really comes from God. That emptiness that you feel is not gonna be filled. The emptiness that you feel, FEEL, is not going to be filled, FILLED, with anything external. It's going to come from something. I'm trying to think of the word, right? It's outside of the physical realm. It's more than the physical realm. That part of you that feels empty is outside of the physical realm. It's more than the physical realm. There's not a literal hole in your heart, right? But so then it has to be filled with something that's outside the physical realm. If the hole in your heart or the emptiness that you feel is spiritual, then the thing that fills FILLS that hole, it has to be spiritual as well. Knight of Wands energy is out here with the King of Wands, but there's also this like disbelief is the energy. Maybe that's the best word. 4 of Cups, Knight of Wands energy. 8 of Wands with the Knight of Wands is 9 of Wands. 8 of Cups, King of Wands. That makes it 10 Wands, right? There's this disbelief which creates a lot of burdens in this reality. Because God is, I guess, the closest thing you can compare him to is like air, right? Because he's there. They are there, right? I don't think it's a he. They are there, right? Just used to saying it. They are there. But if you just disregard it, right? If it just feels like such a natural part of life, then you don't even recognize that their presence until somebody tries to suffocate you, right? And then you say, "Bitch, I need my air," right? But air is more material than spirit. But much like the hole in your heart, or like the air, like the holes in your lung have to be filled with air, the hole in your heart needs to be filled with spirit. And it's something that's outside of the material realm. This is what I'm tapped into. And that's why a lot of times you could be like at a party, right? Like everybody else like just feels alive in some way, shape, or form. And here you are just not. That's because the thing that's going to actually enliven you doesn't originate in this material plane. It originates in the spiritual one. One of my favorite scriptures and prayers, or like, stand on faith, stand on scriptures. One of my favorite things to stand on is taste and see that the Lord is good. Sometimes when you question in reality and you're like, this can't be real, this can't be life, it got to be more than this. You say, God, let me taste and see that you are good. Give me a taste. And that could be one of the most powerful, incantations that you can utter with your lips that can bring about some immediate results. I also like birthday candles. Birthday candles are great for little quick wishes. So Oh, no. That was for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We ain't finished yet. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, did you want to use another deck for these other elements? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We're going to do Libra, Aquarius, Gemini at this time. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. I appreciate your time. Listen, 6-7. I think that people don't think that you understand duality. You know, people see you as high, maybe literally, but I'm talking about like exalted in some way. And like a lot of times when you have some type of rapport, you carry yourself a certain way, people feel like you won't go out of that. Oh, you know, like if you think of a pastor, you might think a pastor don't cuss. Oh, he's a preacher, he don't cuss, right? Shit. You get that nigga in the right space and you'll hear what come out of his mouth. Because as high as it can get, as altruistic, as holy as one can be, they could be hellish. And I feel like people disregard that around you. A heavy Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, but this could be for anybody, right? Like 6-7, right? People tend to think that you're enlightened and intellectual or whatever it is that they feel like they don't have, right? Like you come around and you just mirror in their mind what they not doing or whatever it is like that. But it's also like even the idea that you're in their energy, the external world is a reflection of the internal world. It's some shit that they do, and I feel like they disregard that you do too, and they don't expect that, right? So when they come with certain types of like intentions. Like they don't feel like you're gonna get money. Does that make sense? Like they don't feel like you can get ugly. You know what I mean? But it's like just like you got angels. Angels usually go in front of you and open doors and open portals and protect you in the front. The demons come behind you. And it's a lot of energy around. People see the angels that come in front of you and they like, yeah, okay, we're gonna mess with this person because they're, intellectual or whatever your idiosyncrasy is. It's not even an idiosyncrasy. It's something positive. It's just that because people feel like they lack that energy, they try to like mimic it or mock it. Right? It's not even anything that an intellectual person wouldn't think that is bad or whatever it is like that. But people don't really understand it. People misunderstand what they fear and then they mock it. In any case. So these people try to like mock you in whatever case, but they don't realize that you on a mission. And because you're on a mission, you got like militant entities. We don't have to call them demons. They're your ancestors. You have very militant entities that are willing to go hard behind you. Dead president. Real shit. They not playing about you. You heard me? They not playing about you. You probably would take it easier on your enemies, on your adversaries, on any antagonists that come in your life than your ancestors will. And that's just what it is. And so they say, oh, we can mess with this person because they're so intellectual, they're so well spoken, they have a public reputation to uphold, and then they be tormented at night by demons. And they say, you doing magic on me. No, I'm not. I'm not doing magic on you. But my ancestors do not play, and I feed them well. They had some smothered pork chops. I hear Angel Frequency. They had some smothered pork chops the other day. I meant to make some snap beans, but I didn't get around to it. They had some cream cheese mashed potatoes. I wanted to make some garlic mashed potatoes, but I didn't get a chance to. So they well fed. They get cold drinks and shit all the time. And so they finna go ham. And I don't even have to really say anything other than, damn, this is really difficult. I'm really stressed out about this. And then next thing you know, they on your ass. So tread lightly. Now, we finna do Libra, Aquarius, Gemini because we didn't pull no cards for y'all. But that does feel like a very message for a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But that was collective. What? 6-7. What? Wow. Why? Why did you want to do that? You Okay. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is the most important message for my air signs? What do they need to know most to walk the highest path for the greatest good? Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. The Star card, exceedingly and abundantly above what you ask or think. Like I said, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I really feel like people are inspired, and there are people who don't know how to be inspired by you. There are people who are obviously and happily inspired, right? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but there are also people that's like, they don't know how to accept, appreciate, they don't know how to process the feeling of being inspired by you. It's not what you're doing, even though they do want to demonize and criminalize what you're doing. You might be into herbs, spices, healing practices of some sort, or whatever it is like that, but it's more that they never expected you to be able to overcome the actual situations that they created to kind of downplay. There's a lot about teasing you. There's a lot about teasing you when you was little or something like that. Like maybe you was always into herbs. Maybe you played in the mud or some shit like that. Right? And they was like, oh, you're Money Mary, or whatever it is like that. And now here you are, really doing well. You're healing people, and people know that what you create is a great thing, right? It's having an impact. You're curating a lifestyle. You're doing very well of it. Oh, now it's like these people are inspired by you, even copying you in a lot of ways. Ace of Cups, the Star card, energy type, Queen of Pentacles, Judgment card. Here you are, gracious, like teaching, willing to you see how they looking up to you, and they don't know how to feel that. They'll stay down in that pit. They'll stay down in that pit because they don't know how to look up to you. Conversely, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, there are a lot of people who are like, yeah, look, bro, this is how you doing. Look, this is what they did. This is how they did it. Yeah, it worked for them. Mexico's look, this is how we gonna do it, right? That's also a benefic energy. But there's what is penetrating the most is like this energy that's coming from somebody that's like not really knowing how to process being inspired by you. So it's turning into jealousy. That's what this feels like. The hangman energy is out here. Because, you know how people be loud and wrong? Because they were so loud and so wrong. So nasty and so rude. So nasty and so... She was so nasty and so rude because they were so loud and so wrong about you. You know what I mean? Because they were so adamant. Hangman, Star card, Judgment card, about you that they cannot. They were so loud about you being Seven of Swords energy is out here. So nasty and so rude. They were so loud about you not being this and you not being that and you not being this other thing and you not having that. Now they can't talk about what you are. They said so much about what you wasn't and what you didn't do and what you couldn't do and how you didn't have. They can't fix their mouth. That's what my grandma used to say. They can't fix their mouth to say nothing good about you. And I don't think it, like I said, there's so many other people. There are so many other people that's like, if they ask questions, if they want advice, if they want guidance, because Mike, we talked about the fact that they copying you. You heard me? They wanted to, but whenever anybody say, oh, how do you do this? Or how do you do that? Look what I can do. How do you do that? They say, oh, look, you can learn from them. Oh, they'll teach you. They'll learn. And when they see us, they go, oh, look what I can do. When every time they want to learn something or do something or try to emulate what you have curated, people point at you. Oh, you should go over there to the candy lady house. Yeah. You should go over there to the candy lady house. She's got what you want. They say, oh, so nasty and so rude. Two of Pentacles. So now they like wavering. They're like, shit, do I admit and acknowledge and call this person? Reach out to this person and say, hey, I was so nasty and so rude. Or do I just, look what I can do? Continue to look like Stewart around this motherfucker. Let him keep looking like Stewart. Should we apologize and fuck him, just leave him pissed? They also played that song. Pick him up, fuck him, let him lay. Well, I'm probably see a fucking dead body every day. Hey, uptown, throw a shot at him, make a song about me. I throw a shot back at him. Pop, pop. Huh? They say uptown. It's this type of energy. It's people that they really try to just rain dance on your ass when you was down. Bitch, they was do. You know that dance? You been seeing the people do them dances? In Louisiana, we jigged. Baby, they was jigging on your ass. They don't have this. They don't have that. They can't do that. They don't do this. All they do is this. All they do is that. They put their mouth on you so bad. Now they can't fix their mouth. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, they put their mouth on you so bad. Now they can't fix their mouth. This is what I'm tapped into. The Nine of Swords energies out here. In any way that they want to move forward and want to try to do something different, it's like you're an obstacle. Oh, you got to make amends with that. Oh yeah, you want to do that. Oh, you got to make amends with that one person. Oh yeah, you want to do that. Oh, you know what you got to do? Make amends. It's like every avenue that they try to go down, it's like your face. Your face shows up. Hi. I see ya. Okay, you see, I want to talk about shit. Like you did something. How they act like you did something. They act like you was fucked up. You the motherfucker? You the motherfucker? They act like you the motherfucker. They did the fucked up shit. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something to help. Conversely, there are also people who, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Shit, you on your shit. People is looking at you, being inspired by you. Inspiration, right? It's people that are inspired by you, that's looking to you as a guide. They say, if I want to learn how to do this, I know that I can recreate what this person has done. They can at least give me instructions or send me in the right direction. It's a lot about this type of energy. It's a lot about sending you in the right, sending people, sending others, being a guide for others. And this one person that's all over the place. They going in circles. You got me going in circles. Bloom, 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 bloom. Because they refuse to accept guidance. How Libra, Aquarius, Gemini? I am so grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance, and I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. If I'm saying something that helps, yeah, okay, shit, well, thank you then. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, I appreciate that. If you haven't already, go ahead and see. They already did it. Yeah. I appreciate you. Y'all go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. See, y'all done make me blush. I don't blush. I'm a stoic individual, but shit, you got a little nigga, a little cheese a little bit, like, okay, a little happy a little bit. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the shares. I really appreciate you. We did Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Let's go Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I appreciate you. Just be aware of those entities and those energies that want to argue with you. They want you to argue with them about your shit. Ain't that nothing? The Chariot card, Emperor card, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, moving very quickly and very swiftly towards your success. I feel like it's happening before your eyes, or I really feel like you're moving through portals and dimensions, but I feel like also like it's like a kid growing up, like growth that happens in your sleep, right? You're just doing what you love to do, being who you are, trying, you know, really, really sincerely doing every day, being every day, right? And it is producing results. What is the most important message for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? What is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces doing and being? Is producing results, and you might feel like nothing's happening. That's how this feels energetically. I'm excited for you, bitch. You might feel like nothing's happening. You might feel like, well, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Da-da-da-da. Okay, God, I'm waiting on you, and it's happening, bitch. It's happening. It's just, it's like growth. It happens in your sleep, or by you just going through the motions, eating the right food, losing weight, growing hair. You don't really see it happening, but you see the length. This what this is. Strength card energies are here, like consistency, determination, discipline, and sacrifice. That is working. Like you feel like it's boring. I think energetically, to me, it feels boring. That's what it feels like. You feel like, oh shit, I just gotta do the same thing today. Just keep winning on these hoes, keep stepping on these hoes' necks, just like making that shit look easy. But that's one of the things that I feel like has been coming out a lot. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's like, especially for feminine energies, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Now showing up for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is that you make that shit look easy, bro. It's like a catwalk. Ace of Wands energy is out here. Inspiration, doing. I feel like the Ace of Wands for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces has to do with the doing that you do. Excuse me. The doing that you do routinely, the sacrifice that you make routinely, right? The way that it's a lifestyle for you, that's what's producing the results. You need to be aware, like, be more tapped in and tuned into this. Like, everybody is not doing this. That's what I feel like Spirit want me to tell you, bro. You think everybody waking up at this hour of the day? You think everybody is consistent? You think everybody keep showing up? You think everybody keep trying? And like, it remind me of Marshawn Lynch. That one interview he did, he was like, and I keep running in they shit over. And a lot of people can't take you running in they shit over and over and over and over. That nigga Marshawn Lynch say over and over and over. And then he paused for a moment. I think he had to catch his breath. Over and over and over. And that's how this feels. And so as long as this routine is ritual, that's what it feels like, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Four of Swords energy is out here. The peace that surpasses all understanding. That's what it feels like. Two of Cups energy is out here real easy. It's boring, but you got to recognize and realize that everybody not operating at that level. But the first thing you're going to have to recognize and realize about you is everybody not operating at that level. It feels regular to you. Oh, it is. 3 o'clock in the morning, let me make my protein shake. Get ready to go to the gym. Dunk my face in this ice water. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I still be asleep, snoring, drooling. 30 minutes before it's time to go to work, I'm trying to put on some eyelashes. God damn it, let them dry a little bit. Around this motherfucker, you feel what I'm saying? You gotta recognize that everybody not operating at this level. That's what you gotta know. The love is called energies out here, but heavy on your routine have become ritual, and like there are rights and responsibilities associated with that, right? It's like when you are a part of the King's Court, Emperor card energy, you get land allotment, and that land allotment comes with responsibility and routine, but it also comes with like rights. You get riches and rewards. The letter R is showing up significantly. Temperance angel energy is out here with the Two of Pentacles. 222 angel number. Give me one more card with the Magician card, right? And I feel like you think nothing is happening, or it can seem very boring to you. It can seem very mundane, but there will come a point in your experience. There will come a point in your existence when people study and remember and even remarkable about the routine that has become so ritual for you. High Priestess, Fool card energy, and then the Chariot came back out here with the Emperor card. And I don't know if you remember when we split the deck on the Emperor and the Chariot when we first said Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So here you showing up. And I feel like 22222 angel number shows up for you. There's a lot about you being disconnected from what you're doing. Like you're really, really almost like you're just going through the motions is what it feels like. But if take stock or account of what you do, you have to like give yourself that. Everybody is not operating at the levels you're operating at. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I really appreciate you. The time, the energy, the love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. And I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. So if I'm saying something that helps, I'll double tap that screen and share the line. Shantae's got a man at home, and he's so good to her. Listen, there's this idea of, I keep telling y'all about this motherfucker that is not gonna have red skin. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. They're not gonna have red skin. They're not gonna have horns. They're not gonna be obviously a devil. And you need to be aware of that. And that's what's showing up. This idea of somebody like thinking you playing hard to get, or I heard this is what I hear. He's playing hard to get, and I like it. Or I don't want it if it's that easy. And it's like this energy of somebody thinks it's going to be easy to gain access to you, or like, what does it take? What would you do for a Klondike bar? Is this type of energy that's coming up for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo? Like, there are people who could be bought, sold, and traded on the black market for a few trinkets, and those people usually have a predisposition to believe that everybody can be bought, sold, and traded on the black market. They believe that everybody has a price. They don't believe or agree that there are people that you cannot buy, sold, and traded that won't be bought out, that won't be, tempted by the devil. And that's what this energy feels like. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, that we should see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for Pentacles? Four of Pentacles is you're supposed to be investing in things that your heart is called to, right? There in this card, you see somebody looking over somebody's shoulder, and she's got her arms folded there. Her heart is cold. She's not telling this person, "I want some time. I want some energy. I want some attention." It may even look to this person like you just jealous that I got other friends, or you just jealous that I got other options. But really, this person is not investing in the things that their heart are called to. Hey, I want to spend some time together. This is what's going on. Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles, four angel number, and the thing that is going to be what you need to focus on is being able to express and evaluating relationships on the ability or the opportunity that it gives you to express. How does it feel when you open up to these people? How does it feel when you open up, or do you think that you can open up? Four of Pentacles is about investing in things, relationships, ideas that your heart is called to. Four of Wands, 11, make a wish, right? And it feels like Ace of Pentacles energy is with the Seven of Pentacles, that's Eight of Pentacles. It feels like to me, Ace of Pentacles is opportunities for expansion and abundance. Seven of Pentacles is growth, right? So it's like somebody saying, you gotta wait for something that you can create yourself. Eight Pentacles energy, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's Three Pentacles. What? Because you interrupted my energy and it's hard for me to channel this message. What you over here doing all of that? What?
The ball was chasing me around the house, and I fell because he was chasing me.
And what did you learn from that experience, Aaron? Don't run.
He was chasing me.
How can I chase you if you don't run? Four angel numbers on this board. There's also 8 energy. 7 Pentacles with Ace of Pentacles is 8 Pentacles. There's this energy around you not having to wait for, but it also feels like social constructs and conform. Like you don't have to wait for this thing that this person is offering, but because what they're offering comes with the guise of a relationship or a connection, that should be the motivating factor behind your desire to wait. But it also feels like it's social constructs, right? Like it's you only want it because people tell you should want it. It's not something that you actually want. That's what this feels like. But it also feels like it feels awkward, when people look at you without this thing, a husband, a wife, or whatever it is, and you don't have that. That's what this feels like to me. Three of Cups energy is out here. But in a lot of ways, do you want it? So the devil is different for each of us, right? But that's what this feels like. In this case, the devil is like constraints on what actually brings you freedom or what actually makes you happy. And then also there's this energy about not being able to express it or even feeling constraints around investing in it. Give me some more energy. Let me tell you something. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, there's a lot of energetic interference in your energy. Nine of Cups energy. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And there are things in your life, if you think about that, like distractions, right? Eight of Pentacles is I'm here for the long haul, baby. Shit verse Shy Noah. When the sun rises and when it go down. We be talking about, can you stand the rain? This type of energy right here, the rain is good for it. This type of energy right here, the rain ain't gonna do nothing but make it grow. The rain ain't gonna do nothing but make it thicker, make it more lush. You get what I'm saying? And it's some shit right out here that can't stand the rain. The rain will melt their faces. Their faces will come off if it rains, and that's what this feels like it is in regard to, right? Energetically, more than what the fucking cards are saying. It's a lot of distractions in your energy, and you got something that's long lasting, and it don't come from your connection to anybody else. It comes through your connection to the divine, and it's gonna always be there. And don't let any connection that you have with anything or anyone else distract you or disturb or demean, lessen the value of this thing that's almost eternal. It's eternal. It's everlasting. It don't change over time, right? And it's not the value of it is not bestowed by anybody else. It can't lose its value. It's not determined by the stock market. It's a sentimental or emotional connection that you have with something. King of Cups energy is out here as I'm saying that. King of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Do you want it anyway? And what's making you feel like you want it is that devil energy that doesn't come with red horns and a spike tail. This is what I'm tapped into. You want it. You only want it because other people tell you you're supposed to want it. You only want it because other people tell you you're supposed to have it, and then it turns into a prison. 3, 4, 5 cups, and then it turns into a prison. It turns into a constraint. Conformity. That's what it is. Ten of Wands energies out here. It becomes burdens that you ask for. You ever go to a job, go into a shop, go into a restaurant, and the person who's serving you got attitude. It could be a man too. You're like, bitch, I didn't tell you to put in an application and come work here. If you didn't want to work here, you should have never put in the motherfucking application. What I just told Aaron. How the fuck a motherfucker gonna chase you if you don't run? Hell, that's what this is. So somebody trying to make you feel like you should want some shit you don't even really want to really fucking want. And then to have it would be a constraint. I'm gonna give you a pet. Here, I bought you a puppy for your birthday. Now you gotta walk this motherfucker outside every hour. Get the fuck out of here. It's this type of energy that's on this board. Death card energy is out here. And so, more than what you're thinking, more than thinking about what you're getting from this thing, and it feels like a social type of currency. What would it ask you to give up? What aspects of your life are you willing to transform? In order to understand that and to know that, you gotta look in your heart. You gotta go in your heart. This is what I'm tapped into. 7 of Wands energies out here. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. We've been talking about this out. Don't let nobody make you feel like you should want some shit you weren't never even thinking of. What they say? How you gonna miss something you never had? How you gonna want something you never heard of? Here they coming around waltzing, prancing in with some shit you never even heard of, and now you feel like you need it for your life to be better. Get the fuck out of here. This Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo is about propaganda that you need to be careful of, because motherfuckers selling you a dream. This is what I'm tapped into. Wasn't nothing wrong. Everything was going. Milestones was being met. You feel what I'm saying? Now here comes somebody telling you you not at a certain milestone because you haven't gotten something that they say you need. You don't need that. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I'm telling you now. Nobody can't chase you if you ain't running. And if you ran and bust your ass, then
Nothing needs to do that.
Hello. Sound like you're learning something. Now what was supposed to be a loss turned into a lesson, huh? Let's get a collective message before we clock out, before you go forth and be great. What deck should we use?
Oh my goodness.
Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something to this, man. You having an impact. I don't think you notice it more than anything. The energy that's kind of like permeating at this time is like you don't even see what's happening right now. You're just doing what you be doing. You're just living your day, breaking generational curses, changing dimensions, traveling through the astral traveling and shit. You know, your ancestors up there. The crowd goes wild. You don't even see what's happening. You're just like, thank you, God. And I think it's beautiful. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. What is the most important message for the Divine Collective? Bitch. 6, 7. 6, 7. Bro. I'm telling you. They put their mouth on you. And now they can't fix their mouth. Somebody might have something really going on with their teeth. They really spoke a lot about what feels like to me an empath's desire for connection and community. So they talked a lot about the things that you did when you was trying to fit in. I ain't gonna lie. Because sometimes when you're trying to fit in, you know, that's why your parents are so some parents are so protective of their teens. Because that's that age where you're like trying to fit in and trying to find where you belong. And if you haven't already been like Michael Jackson or Venus and Serena, right, where you're really guided and really pushed into only certain avenues, right, then there's so much that the world can do and offer, right? And so there was this time or phase in your life when you thought you was crazy. So you're like, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. You know, and they were like, there's a lot about what you did to try to really create true bonds. I really feel like you always had a pure heart and was always really seeking positive connections. Like in your mind, you was going to have Saved by the Bell. Does that make sense? In your mind, you was going to have a code name Kid Next Door. Right? Like you was going to have a group of friends that you cultivated over your life that was going to be, you know, there at your funeral, there at your wedding, there when your children gave birth to their children. You know, you had this photogenic vision like about what life was going to be like. And so there was this self-sacrifice in that came to that had to do with like how you would compromise your own personal integrity and morals in order to try to fit into groups that you was always born to stand out of. And that's what these karmic entities that want to be into it with you so bad love to talk about, right? Like what you did when you was 15. You're 30 years old. You're 40 years old. Why is somebody still talking about what you did when you was 15? Does that make sense? But this is what I'm talking about, being in a time loop. This is a living example of somebody who's stuck in a time loop. We're 20. We're 40. We're growing. Every year is different. And people do things, and yes, you can use that if you want to use it as a cautionary tale or a lesson for your own personal life, but you can't hold people hostage to the things that they did in the past, because 20 years passed, 30 years have passed, and they'll be a different person. But this person is still in the past 20 years ago. Grudge holder energy is out here with always partying. And the thing is, they're using energy from who you used to be. Like, they're attacking energy who you used to be. They might have your old clothes. They might have old photos of you. Maybe they have see your current social media, but they still use that old energy in order to gain access to you. Hustling energies. Every day I'm hustling, hustling, hustling. That time when Cat Williams did the American Hustle, or that movie, could have been very significant in this time. But every day I'm hustling, hustling. Meanwhile, like, despite your idiosyncrasies, because they showing me like people who they showed me somebody who say it's hard for you to get a regular job, whether it's because you neurospicy or you a felon or whatever it is like that. This certain situations and circumstances, people feel like you should have gave up. I can't do what I'm doing because you over there doing all of that. Aaron, can you be quiet, or I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, okay? So it's like, because you were so like, you didn't give up. You didn't let your situations or circumstances, your reputation, or the past stop you. But these people let your past stop them, and they don't even realize how they stuck in a time loop. This is what I'm tapped into. Mansplainer extraordinaire. So here they are with a loudspeaker in front of like your building of your place of business, protesting on why you shouldn't be able to arrange flowers. Whatever the fuck you doing, right? Like, despite what you had to go through, you still found a way to create a life. And rather than them creating a life, they standing outside of you doing what you're doing, talking about why you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. They stuck in a time loop. You have to be careful. First of all, you have to realize and recognize the ability that we all have to time travel. And you have to not let these people take you back in time. Because what they want to do is take you back in time and then lock you into that dimension. You've been affirming and incanting a lot about what you think and what you say, how you speak things into existence, right? Your life, the life that you're choosing to express through your tongue, right? And how these people want to change your narrative. They're not trying to change what you say. They're trying to change how you think by putting you in compromising positions so that you naturally begin to cuss more, feel more frustrated, feel less free. That's what this feels like. Bad reputation. I can work here. And I feel like the most honest, the most authentic, and the most trustworthy people are the people who have a bad reputation, because their reputation will precede them, but then when you get to know them and when you meet them, they'll show you the whole truth. And that's what this feels like. Don't let nobody, that was you then, this is you now. There's going to be a lot of people who try to bring up your past to get you caught up, to make you feel like you can't do. That's what this feels like. It feels like you're a convicted felon, so you can never get a job. Energetically. It feels like proverbially, spiritually. Oh, you did this. Do you know that God loves you? Do you know that it's no sin that you can't say, God, will you forgive me, and God won't forgive you for? So what happened in the past is going to stop you from being able to have a powerful future. It just does not align with the teachings of the Most High. This is what I'm tapped into. So press down, shaking together, and running over, you dust it off. Whatever that thing was where you feel like we all get off path. We go through life and we might be excelling in one area or another, and then we get distracted by the ways of the world. Remember in the beginning I was talking about how parents try to protect their team. Okay, it was at some point in time arrested development that you were developing, and then that life happened, and then you went off on a side mission, and it's like you got caught up in the side mission. Now you're back in the original game. So you have to go back to what your original plan was. Where did you leave off at? And then move forward from there. Sometimes you feel scared. Wow, I was 14 then. I was 15 then. How can I go back to that? Because God is going to give you something called Godspeed. And with your mature experience, you're going to apply that to your childhood dreams, and you're going to manifest and materialize something. And there's a lot about somebody being afraid of what that looks like in the material realm. And there's also a lot about you sleeping on yourself. Forcer energy is out here with this man, explainer extraordinaire. It just makes me feel like some of these situations and circumstances that feel like a lot of pressure is the Most High. It's like God is using it to get you to wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Is this type of energy. It's something about arrested development and you needing to go back to that place where you feel like you got broken or you feel like you got off task, and then realign with your divine assignment. And from there, you'll see that you move quickly and faster towards your divine assignment. Don't let nobody get you caught up or stuck in a past timeline, in an outdated time loop. You know, arguing, fussing, cussing, angry about who you used to be. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for the subscribe. Thank you for the super chats. 999 angel number. My intentions are to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance, and I do that by helping others to overcome the pitfalls that I've landed in. If you're ever interested in a private and personal session, you should check out my website. It's www.TarotOnDex.com. You can also utilize the link tree. The link tree is /TarotOnDex. Come to the nightcap that we have between 9 and 11. And I think that's it. Until we meet again, be powerful on purpose. Wholeness. Infinite waters flowing through you. Take it easy.